here in a little bit. Get started here. Just trying to get this stream stuff to work for tomorrow. We appreciate everyone's patience to this point, and we look forward to tomorrow's big dub. That's how simple that is. Tomorrow's gonna be a big dub for sure. So feel free to hop on by. 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time, whatever time that is in your time zone. Feel free to show up. It'll be good times. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, how's everyone today? I know I'm probably streaming to no one right now on all of the platforms, but we try, guys. We try. We have the new equipment ready to go. We have all sorts of cool things. We're ready to go, man. It's going to be tons of fun tomorrow, and I'm ready because it's going to be fun. We're unveiling a reconfigured course near a spot that is near and dear to my business partner's heart. So therefore, that's where we're going to be. It's going to be great times and great people. And we're going to have a great time. So if you're interested, feel free to stop by tomorrow. Have a great time. Do your thing. And we'll see you then. For sure. We'll see you then. And you better believe it's going to be tons of fun. We're going to have multi-streaming. We're going to have multiple people on, potentially 2 different perspectives, everything like that. If you're interested, most likely the vertical perspective will be available through Instagram and YouTube. And the other perspectives, the horizontal perspective, will be available through Twitch, Kick, and Trovo. I believe is how it's going to go. Cannot confirm that, though, at this current time. Cannot confirm that because still haven't done that yet. So, yeah, cannot confirm that, though, this current time. So, because of that, feel free to stop on by, have a good time, and feel free to leave all the. We're gonna be doing the slinging of the disc, man. It's that simple. So enjoy it tomorrow. Do your thing. Have a good time. And guess what? We'll keep balling. That's how simple that is, folks. So if y'all are interested, I got a sweet jersey planned out for tomorrow because jerseys are my thing. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So feel free to stop on by. This will be arguably the greatest live stream in disc golf history. It could be the greatest. I mean, the greatest is, for most people, is probably the 2021 James Conrad World Championship final round. However, that is kind of tough to top. However, we will try to do that tomorrow, folks. We'll go for ace runs. We'll do all sorts of crazy things. We will try to get that dub. Because, James Conrad's ace run, not ace run, World Championships win, still probably is one of the most defining moments in disc golf history. However, it doesn't mean that it can't be topped at some point. And on that note, if you follow my YouTube channel, there is a video called The Number One Reason Disc Golf Isn't Growing. Feel free to watch that video after the stream. But basically, I talk about why, it's short and sweet version. I talk about why James Conrad's World Championship was so impactful. More than anything, hello Fontaine. Good knowing you, Fontaine. Let's see what you have to say. Can't tell what you say. Dang it. I can't even see that from here. Hold on a second. I can't even see that. Oh, jeez. Don't tell me that's what that says. Hold on. can't see that right now. Alright, it says stream. I can't even tell it. Oh, look you up on Discord. Okay, Fontaine. We'll look you up on Discord later. For sure. We'll look you up on Discord later. We apologize for not being able to see your post. But Fontaine55, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. Don't know if you're a sir, but appreciate you, Fontaine. So, but back to what I was saying about the World Championships, Disc Golf World Championships, that the and yes, we'll send you a Discord chat after this stream, Fontaine55 or 5S, whatever that says. Point is, after most recently, the Disc Golf World Championships and just in general, the European Disc Golf Festival have been the growth is not there. And if you want the growth to be there, and you want potentially the world to see the world at a, not necessarily the sports world mostly, but the world at a broad scale to see disc golf in all its glory and potentially the new standard of disc golf in the case of the European Disc Golf Festival. Good job, those guys. Then you're gonna have to find a way to lower the barrier of entry and or find a way to more mass distribute these events. Because ultimately, here's the thing. The European Disc Golf Festival is getting bagged on. Right or wrong is not the point. They're getting bagged on because they were the ones to pull out all the stops and show that, guess what? Hey, European World Championships. Hey, you think you're the best? Hold my beer. Not so fast. So because of that, that's what they did. They chose to show to the world that they could do it. And that Estonia not only has the World Championships in 2029, but also future events in 26 and 28, I believe. Maybe 27 also. Point is, they ain't messing around. Estonia might be right now the number one disc golf country in the world. Seriously. Estonia might be the number one disc golf country in the world right now. And I mean that, like, literally. That it could be the case. Cannot confirm that, though. But if Estonia is the number one disc golf country in the world, then who's number two? Some people would say potentially some of the European countries. Other people would say the United States. But if Estonia is pumping the most money on a per capita basis into disc golf, granted, they're a smaller country, they have a smaller population, but still, they're pumping. Their government is going to take what is the better part of like the United States equivalent to like the National Mall or like the White House or things like that Washington D.C. basically, and turn it in what they call it the presidential park in Estonia. Feel free. If someone's from Estonia, feel free to jump on the stream and help me out. But the point is if they're doing that in Estonia, if they're literally investing probably the better part of millions upon millions of US dollars into the game, then they're the future of the game right now. And Estonian government, you know who I am. Call me if you're interested. Partnership. That's a different discussion for a different day, but call me if you're interested. So yeah, so the Estonian government is clearly putting in the money, the time, the effort. The European Disc Golf Festival, in spite of all the craziness and Sodgate and whatever else you want to call it, they still put on one of the best events, maybe not of the year definitely to this point, but maybe one of the best non-USDGC World Championship majors of all time. Could we say it's better than the European Open of years past? Possibly. Could we say it's potentially better than the Champions Cup situations? Possibly. Could we say it's better than some of the World Championships more recently? That also might be true. And to think that they have a 4-year runway, just under 4 years to work with, to literally make the best World Championships of all time, then I am pretty confident that Estonia could be the difference maker between Estonia could be the difference maker and potentially end up doing that stuff. So that's all I'll say about Estonia. Estonia should be number one, without a doubt. Number one, Estonia, right now in disc golf country power rankings. Now, granted, will they win the World Games in a few weeks? Probably not. I actually don't think they're going to win the World Games. I think Gannon Buhr and Missy Gannon are just too good to win the World Games. And I don't think it's... I mean, Estonia is going to put up Kristen Lott, and they could put up any number of people as that male contender, and they'll be a contender. I think it's more interesting what the non-power countries are going to do, which would be the United States and Estonia, and some of the other European countries. I think what's more interesting is who's going to, like the Asian countries, or whoever else is competing in this event. I don't know who the entry list is of the World Games. I'm going to look that up on my other machine while we're talking. World Games. Okay. So the World Games in 2025 are, let's see. So we have Estonia. Oh my. So here's your pools. They're in China, I believe. The World Games are in China this year, I believe. So you have the lots for Estonia could potentially mess things up for America. But I still think Gannon Buhr could just destroy the field. I'm sorry. I still think it's possible. But the point is I'd say some of these non-European power countries could potentially play spoiler. I mean, we have no idea what the People's Republic of China is going to do. Who? Hey, what's up, man? Who we talking about? Never what? Never who? No, they can't who? What's up? Me. Yeah. I'm listening. What the heck? Hello? If you keep spamming, dude, we might. If you can't put together coherent sentences, or at least somewhat coherent thoughts, we're gonna probably have to just time you out from the chat for a little bit. Choppa Skinner. Sorry. I'm trying to do a full-fledged analysis right now of this actually interesting thing. Okay, cool. Let me get back to this real fast. So the People's Republic of China could be an interesting competitor. Because then again, they're the great unknown in disc golf right now. More unknown than some of these other European countries that some of these guys I've never heard of. Some of these people on this list are completely new to me, and that's pretty cool. But I think the World Games, okay. Choppa Skinner, cool. Right now Right now, I'm currently in my house. Okay, so thanks, appreciate it. Okay, back to what I was saying. So point is power rankings here. We have US in one with Gannon Burn, Missy Gannon. Probably gonna be the winners. But the Lats, Chris Silver and Kristen for Estonia, definitely probably number two. And then after that, it's tough. You could potentially put up the women's world champ from last year, Evelina Salonen, FPO champ, or Finland, which I'm surprised Nicolas Antola is not their representative, unless he's a different guy. But Nicolas Antola, unless there's some sort of Discmania contract dispute that isn't happening, he should have been their Finland representative, if you ask me. And then looking at the rest of the board here, Thomas Gilbert and Sophia Donachie could potentially be a solid competition. Potentially, that could potentially be your top four. So Finland, U.S., Estonia, Canada are probably your top four right now. However, there are tons of good players in this field right now. I'm looking at the Europeans you could potentially see an entire all-European podium. Is the point of this World Games, which is when the World Games are officially when. This is riveting television right here. The World Games are the 7th through the 17th of August. Okay, so they're coming up after the World Championships. Nice. So I would say that, what the heck, the whiff diff. Oh my. Okay. So according to Disc Golf All Too World, this is the official this is their official way of doing this. They say that the format is uncommon alternate shot match play doubles. Oh my. 3 pool match play matches followed by an 8-team bracket. Oh man. This is everything that Champions Cup should have been. Okay, I can get down with this. Okay, so each team will play 6 rounds in 3 days, 3 rounds on day 1, 2 rounds on day 2, and the medal matches and consolation rounds on day 3. Oh man, that's brutal. I really think if they'd spread this out a little bit more, that would have been epic. I know it's probably not possible in this situation. It's probably not possible because you have a temporary course at the ecological park in China. So you probably have a temp course. So it's probably not exactly up for the longest time. So that is kind of a problem. However, if the World Games are successful, which they should be, this is the potential. Disc golf's opportunity to potentially leapfrog into the Olympics in like 10 years, potentially, if they want to. So, back to what we were saying though. So 6 rounds in 3 days. That is brutal. But they're only 2-person teams, so it's not the worst thing, but still crazy. So let's see. The WIFDIF, WFDF, I think it's how you say WIFDIF, PDGA World Disc Golf Rankings, snake seeding. So Pool A is Estonia, Austria, Great Britain, People's Republic of China. Okay. I've heard of some of the people from Estonia. Austria, I think I have too. But the People's Republic of China could be that great great spoiler to this competition. It's their home course, and they were the ones that designed it. They were the ones that put it in. I'm not saying they're going to win the whole thing, but don't be surprised if they go 2-1 in this pool. I wouldn't be surprised at all. In Pool B, we have Canada, Australia, Norway, Lithuania, which Norway has some pretty solid players. Lithuania does too. Actually, they all do. This, if I'm looking at potentially the quote in like the World Cup, we always talk about like the group of death, like which is like the most stacked group in the field. This might be it. Either Pool B or Pool C might be the group of death. The other groups, Group D, I expect the U.S. to just win. I'm sorry. Czechia, Japan, and Slovakia all. I'm sorry. That's just. I can't say it's a guaranteed victory, but if Gannon Burr plays 80% of what he plays normally, this is by far in a dub for Gannon Burr. Missy Gannon, big money Missy. I mean, it's just it's literally just they picked probably the two best American players you can play with, and so I think it's possible for sure. I don't know if they're going to get it done, but U.S., Czechia, Japan could be solid because that I do know who this MPO representative is. Manabu Kajiyama. Excuse me for mispronouncing your name, if I did. But he is... That dude's a legend in Japan, man, for disc golf. And I can see it working out. So I would say right now, based on that, and then... Okay, so there's 4 pools, 16 teams total. Each team will face off head to head against each of the other 3 teams in their pool. Each match is worth 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie. And each match, the teams will have to decide ahead of time which player will tee off on each of the 18 holes. Oh my! Okay, so both MPO and FPO representatives of each team must tee off 9 times, okay? And no player can tee off more than 2 times in a row. Interesting. And so the top 2 from each group, each pool, move on to the knockout rounds. Okay. Well, projecting this is not what I didn't expect to do a European Disc Golf Festival breakdown in this stream. However, I will say that in Group A, it's probably Estonia gets the dub. I'd say they probably go 3-0 or 2-1 in their group. Group B is I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say, I don't know. I'm Group B and Group C are very up for grabs, and then you know what? Group D, I'm gonna say U.S. and Japan. Japan used to have the Japan Open, one of the best events in disc golf history, arguably. Not as good as the European Disc Golf Festival this past weekend. But if the European Disc Golf Festival, if the Japan Open had the money the European Disc Golf Festival had, the Japan Open would still be a regular stop for most touring professional disc golfers. That's just how simple it is. So step up your game, Japan Open. We want to see it. So, yeah. But Gannon Burr, I think what this comes down to is your Final Four. I don't know how exactly the seeding would work, but your Final Four would be Estonia, U.S., probably Finland, and you know what? If they get a good draw, and I don't know how they do the draw, but if they did a good draw in the knockout rounds, I'd say, man, that's a tough call. Those European countries are all so close to each other in performance, outside of Estonia, that I think it's just, ooh, man, that could be a tough call, man. I know Thomas Gilbert's probably going to be like, dude, don't count us out either. Though I really think that the most interesting part of this tournament, at least in terms of the group stages, the initial group stages has to be Pool B and Pool C, respectively. Pool play for those two. Pool A could be interesting if the People's Republic of China does their thing, which I've been saying now for the past 20 minutes, that the People's Republic of China is not to be slept on in this tournament. Because the reason why is because they are the hosts, but also they built the course. They also happen to have sent 10 players to Junior Worlds in the past 2 years, which Junior Worlds, for those that do not know, is the under 18 World Championships, division based, age protected divisions. So that's what if China's taking disc golf seriously, it is potentially a wrap for certain countries. Just saying. So because of that, if China's taking disc golf seriously, we could potentially be talking about big time players. So yeah, European Disc Golf Festival, arguably the best run event of all time in disc golf history. And the World Games could potentially be the most influential event in disc golf history. At least in modern times. You can't Steady Ed is still probably the most influential figure in disc golf history. However, and Dave Donapace is up there too. There's so many good dudes. It's hard to nail down. If you had to pick a top 5 of most influential people in disc golf history, it's probably in any order. You could potentially put these in any order, but for those that care, Steady Ed, Dave Donapace, man, it's a good call. UC Maresma, Ken Climo. no, we're straight kid. And I'll finish it out with. Oh no, who's your 5th? I'll let you pick your 5th. I'd say my 5th would probably be simple. I think in terms of influential people, what I say, Steady Ed, Dave Donapace, UC Maresma, Ken Climo, and I'll throw in Paul McBeth. That's your 5. You got to mix of old heads, got to mix of some newer players, and you got the 2 potential, arguably greatest touring professional players of all time, at least in terms of the regular open stage, being Ken Climo and Paul McBeth. So, yeah, I'd say it's a tough call, but I'd say the U.S. and Estonia are the favorites for the World Games for sure. If you want a more in-depth breakdown, go clip this stream, go watch it. It's great. And if you're interested in watching that, great. If you're not, that's cool too. Let's talk about tomorrow real fast. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow is the unveiling of a reconfigured course disc golf course that's very near and dear to my business partner's heart. He's very excited about it. He should be, because it's going to be a great time. And we're going to have a good time out there. And I think we could potentially pull off one of the greatest streams in disc golf history. Thank you, Streamlabs. And thank you to you who watched all this, which I know is hard to believe that people actually watch disc golf content on disc golf. But the point is, we got disc golf analysis. We're gonna bring all of that to Heiser Franchise. Streaming is the only beginning of this process, and we're gonna get back on the video grind. We have a bunch of videos in the hopper. I'll tell you right now, there are some good ones in the hopper, and if you're interested, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on notification bells, because when we drop those videos, it's over. The disc golf community is not ready for what I have in the hopper. So, obviously, if you're interested, keep turn the notification bell on for all future streams, all future videos on YouTube. And wherever you watch this, feel free to put in the comments of where you watched this stream today, whether it be on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick or Trovo. Tomorrow we'll also try to stream to Instagram as well. So if you didn't watch it today on any of those platforms, we will try to stream to Instagram also tomorrow. So feel free to give us a holler. It'll be a good time. And yeah, that's it. I appreciate y'all for showing up. We'll take a couple minutes of questions if y'all are interested. And yeah, we'll keep moving. So we appreciate all comments. Fontaine55, thank you for your follow. We appreciate it. And Choppa Skinner, we also appreciate all your comments. So hey, we appreciate everybody involved. And we'll take a couple minutes of questions. And if you're interested, feel free to follow us on Twitter or x.com/HeiserFranchise. Threads, we're also on Threads. And we're also on Instagram, instagram.com/HeiserFranchise. And we're also on YouTube, youtube.com/@HeiserFranchise. Links are in the description of this stream in terms of where we're going to be streaming tomorrow. And we also want to thank Streamlabs. We want to thank Doomsday Disc for your efforts. And yeah, we want to thank all of those people. And we want to thank all the great people that helped out today. And yeah, I know, not the greatest looking stream today, but hey, we're still ironing out the kinks of this process. And Heiser Franchise defining a new game. We appreciate everyone involved. We'll have a more actual breakdown of the European World Championships coming up, which obviously I think next weekend. Wow, it's crazy how that works. Then for some of these people, it's off to the World Games, so it's going to be exciting. The World Games are truly a potential showcase moment for disc golf. They should take advantage of it. I hope the World Games are broadcast live and free, because ultimately that was my biggest problem with the situation last year. With the World Championships being in Lynchburg, Virginia, which was supposed to be at the time one of the best disc golf events ever, which people love to say those venues were really good. So yeah, it's crazy, but point is, do your thing, keep going, and we'll talk to y'all soon. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. If you did, sounds great. If you did not, that's great too. And feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how I should do better. I know this isn't the greatest stream of all time, so tell me how I can do better, and I will do better next time. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great day.